All right, boys, we are here with break number 441. It is a half case of hobby boxes of Topps Chrome. We opened the other half case. Didn't hit anything crazy. We did get a Spencer Strider, though. Hopefully we can get one of these short print autographs that everybody's chasing. I would love to see a Julio Rodriguez or a Bobby Witt or even a Wander Franco autograph. I know he's just a part of the base checklist. I'd love to see it, though. I do have more Topps Chrome. I can post another Topps Chrome break. If not, we can go and start putting them in mixers if you guys like. That's auto zoomed off, ain't it? Yep, it's bobbing. Why? All right. Positive note, the lighting is all done in the shop, so really I just got to buy display cases and get the door fixed. We have Charm City Project 2020 Ben Baller Edition. I got to put security system in and stuff as well. Team list on the left, over at camera Oz on the upper right-hand corner. The football games today have been nuts. Obviously, you can see all 6 hobby boxes. We'll move 5 to the side and start with the bottom one. I'd say the best game so far today was the Ravens and the Dolphins. Not just because the Ravens lost, but because the game was just crazy. The Dolphins have come back down 21 points. I see the Cowboys beat the Bengals. So the Steelers still in first place in the division. Love to see it. I was going to say, even if the Bengals won, they were still in first place. I was going to say, so I can't be mad about that. At 1-1, gave the game away to the Patriots. Played terrible. And then the Browns gave a game away to the Jets. It seemed like nobody in the AFC North, that's supposed to be one of the best divisions in football, could handle themselves today. But that is your AFC North roundup. I was going to say, over to the NFC East. The Cowboys obviously beat the Bengals as mentioned, so that puts them at 1-1. The Commanders got their ass spanked. They looked terrible. Who else is in there? The Eagles. The Eagles, they didn't play. They played tonight, right? And then who's the other team that's in the division? The Giants. The Giants are 2-0. I think it's the first time they've been 2-0 since like they won the Super Bowl or something. That's surprising. Good old Danny Dimes and Saquon Barkley over there doing something well. Because the Steelers played within the division already and are 1-0 in the division, and that's the first tiebreaker. If you have the same record as somebody and you have the same head-to-head record against somebody, so it's actually technically the second tiebreaker. Since the Ravens have not played anybody in the division, they have a worse division record than the Steelers do. And they haven't played each other, so therefore the Steelers have the second tiebreaker and are in first place in the AFC North. Where they rightfully belong. I'm going to tell you right now, if the Steelers can stick around until TJ Watt gets back, that defense is nasty. I was going to say, honestly, besides a muffed punt and a fluke-ass catch by Nelson Aguilar, the Patriots offensively didn't do anything. Not that the Patriots are good offensively, but the Ravens secondary, for a team on paper, their secondary is probably the best secondary in football in all of, on paper, in all of football, I'd say. I make that argument, coming from a Steelers fan, and they looked terrible today. They let Tua and the boys tear them apart. Tua threw for 400-plus yards and 6 tutties. How? Like, Tua's not bad, but Tua's not 468 and 6 touchdowns good. Even if he's throwing to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. That's nuts. But also, you can get your autograph guesses, and you get an autograph guess correctly, you get $10 break credit here. It's kind of how we roll for anybody that's newer, that hasn't been in too many breaks with us. I don't call it out too much in the beginning. I used to do it all the time, and then no one would ever guess, so that's my fault. I kind of got off the soapbox about it. We got Reed Detmers to start us off, the rookie for the Angels. Heart of the City, Los Angeles, Max Muncy. Kershaw on the refractor, Sammy Long. Max Kepler. Going to have Jesus Luzardo, Brandon Marshall in 1987. Contreras, Shohei Ohtani. Heart of the City, Tim Anderson. Jose Abreu in 1987, LeMahieu, McNeil. Freddie Freeman. We're going to have our first color, and it's going to the Mets on the Max Scherzer. Teal Wave, 184 out of 199. Going to Ryan Esteman. We're going to have Ryu, Jed Lowry, Kyle Schwarber, Luis Gil on the Prism, Refractor, and Max Muncy. How you doing, Ron? I was going to say, see you, been lurking. I'll get back to posting Bowman breaks in a little bit to run through this Chrome. I was going to say before we get back to some Bowman, hopefully give everybody a break from some Bowman, and then we'll actually fill it relatively quickly. We got Jose Abreu, Jonathan India on the Future Stars, Lucas Giolito on the Refractor, Joe Adell, Austin Meadows, Eloy Jimenez, Luke Williams, Juan Soto. Going to have Drew Ellis, Teoscar Hernandez, Rafael Devers, 396 out of 399, going to the Boston Red Sox on the Fuchsia. So this was filled. This is a different break. The jumbo is not filled. This is the hobby from yesterday. There's still quite a few teams left on the jumbo. On the second half of that jumbo case that we broke last night. Nice Devers going to Robbie Coleman. This was the hobby box, half a case of hobby box break that posted an hour before that jumbo break did yesterday. We got Miguel Cabrera, Ozzy Albies, Fernando Tatis Jr., the new classics, Yadier Molina, Clase, Corbin Burns, Josiah Gray, and Alek Manoah, Prism with Patrick Wisdom. We have Jake Cronenworth, Zach Short, Logan Gilbert, which I think there's a bit of teams left, but there's not too many. I think there's only about 10 teams left. I don't think there's a ton of teams left. We got Fernando Tatis Jr., O'Neal Cruz, John Gray, Juan Moncada on the Prism, Ernie Clement, Manea, Mike Moustakas, Julio Urias on the Refractor, Bryce Harper, Anthony Rizzo, Lucas Giolito. We got Glenn Otto for the Rangers with the first autograph. Going to Sean Garner and the Rangers. I think he's been somewhat decent this year, if I'm not mistaken. We have Lance Lynn, Keibert Ruiz, Kyle Muller, Dylan Carlson on the Cup Card Refractor, and Matt Manning. Adam Wainwright, Rivera, Jacob deGrom on the 1987, Zach Pop, Tyler Megill, Horner, Marte, Joe Musgrove, Steven Strasburg, Xander Bogaerts, Jarren Duran on the Prism Refractor going to Robbie Coleman. Got Franimal, Austin Riley, Christian Yelich, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the bedazzled insert. Mitch Haniger, Andre Jackson, Adolis Garcia. Tyler Glasnow on the Prism Refractor, Alec Bregman, Verlander. New Classics, Rafael Devers. Rizzo on the Refractor, Cole Calhoun, Corey Seager, Brandon Lau. Brian De La Cruz going to the Marlins. Remember, there was a lot of talk about Brian De La Cruz at the beginning of the year. He came out in the beginning of the season very, very, very hot, and then he immediately cooled off. There was a little bit of hype around him. I'm going to Dave Klosick, but the hype did not stay around. I don't know if it was... Like, he did come out hot, but I don't know if people thought he was Ellie De La Cruz a little bit, too, because they have the same last name. But Joey Votto, Josh Hader, Rafael Devers, Tim Anderson on 1987, Kevin Gausman, Soler, Aaron Ashby, and Mike Trout on the Refractor, very off-center, though, and Alec Boehm to wrap up the first hobby box. next one. I do think that this box does... I mean, I think the Jumbos came out a little bit high price, but I really do think that the value of the hobby box and the Jumbo don't go much lower than what they are. And that's only because if the Julio Rodriguez's and Bobby Witt autographs sell for the price they are, I mean, it's the same thing with Bowman. Like, Bowman prices dropped some, but they didn't super drop. There was 2 parallels. It's about correct in color. I will say with 2 base autographs isn't necessarily the best, but that's about the way hobby boxes are when it comes to color from what I've seen. Sometimes you get 4, but for the most part it's 2 on average, I'd say. The Jumbos are a little bit more. The first half of this case, hobby-wise, had a lot of refractor rookies in it. Even big name rookies. Like the first half of the hobby box, I'm pretty sure had a Prism Refractor Wander Franco, which is like a nice card. I'm still baffled by the NFL today and the teams that lost. I would never think that the Bengals would start to see year 0-2. But Joe Burrow looks pedestrian, to be honest. He does not look great. I know you can blame the offensive line, but I said it last year too. He hangs onto the football way too long. He tries to make plays when he should get rid of it or scramble or whatever else. Just my opinion. I think Jamar Chase made him look very, very good last year too. Like, I still think he's a very good quarterback. I just don't think he's like, people are like, oh, he's automatically on the Hall of Fame type quarterback. Like, I just didn't think he was ever that good. We get Andrew McCutchen, Kyle Tucker. For the Red Sox, we got Alex Ferdugo on the gold wave, 39 out of 50, going to Robbie Coleman. I know there's a guy that like super collects Verdugo if you hit him up on the... I don't know what his name is, but I know he's in the huge baseball group. We got Josh Donaldson, Cabrian Hayes, Sonny Gray, Jed Lowry, Trey Mancini, Manny Machado, Shane Bieber, Rafael Devers on the refractor, Trevor Larnach, Jose Altuve, Kyle Lewis, Tristan McKenzie, Alexander Wells, Luis Garcia, Goldschmidt, Shohei Ohtani on the 1987, Javier Baez, Zach Wheeler, new classics, Wander Franco, Josh Hader, and J.D. Martinez. We have Wilson Contreras, Luis Gil, the Twins' Byron Buxton, Evan Longoria in the refractor, John Lester, Jose Siri, Jack Flaherty, Mike Trout on the Prism refractor. We have Carlos Correa, Clayton Kershaw, Shane Bays. We have Chaz McCormick on the refractor, Kyle Seager, Chris Bryant, Chaz McCormick on the base, Molina, Greinke, Hoskins, Tapia, Joey Votto on the 1987, Buster Posey, Tyler Stevenson, and Jonathan India on the classics. Sorry, Ryan's messaging me to talk shit about the Bears. Or Trubisky, one of the two. You can just come in here and talk shit if you want to talk shit. Let's see. I'm sure he'll pop in here in a second. I have Chris Bryant on the refractor, Herman Marquez, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Jake Berger, Heart of the City, Milwaukee, Matt Chapman, Jared Walsh, Mookie Betts, Justin Turner in the Prism Refractor, Luis Robert, Trevor Rogers. Have Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Salvador Perez, Matt Vierling, Kirilloff. That's a nice mounting, actually. Pavin Smith. We're going to have Ryan Mountcastle on the orange. Apparently I'm colorblind. Purple Speckle. 77 out of 299. Wouldn't that be something if I was trying to break in colorblind? Going to the Orioles and Brian Lovelace on the Ryan Mountcastle. His home run production did go down this year, but that's because they moved the wall back like 40 feet in left field. We got Moncada, Cedric Mullins. They gave him the Detroit Tiger treatment. We got Kyle Lewis, Wander Franco in 1987 with Tyler Glasnow behind him. But I know Robbie was saying something to me too earlier about Trubisky not being the answer. I really don't think Trubisky's like the long-term answer. I just think that he hasn't done anything this year to lose the Steelers a football game. Like, he didn't play great, but he didn't play bad. The Steelers lost because Oshesky, or however to say his stupid name, muffed a punt. And a Kilo Witherspoon got mossed by frickin' Nelson Aguilar. Jaron Duran, Francisco Lindor, Jackson Cowart, Mike Moustakas, have O'Neal Cruz, Cabrian Hayes on the Future Stars, Curtis Terry, Lucas Giolito, Sean Manea, Kyle Schwarber on the Prism Refractor, Scherzer, Rafael Devers, have Anthony Rizzo, Brian De La Cruz on the Refractor, Brandon Marsh, Kyle Muller, Josh Hader. We got Oliver Ortega going to the Angels. And Kyle Wellman. Who is winning the Sunday night game? We have Bo Bichette, Christian Yelich, Keibert Ruiz, Jesse Winker, 1987, Marte, Austin Riley, Byron Buxton, 196 out of 350 on the Fuchsia Speckle, going to the Twins in Austin. This is a guy, if he could stay healthy, man. Sound like Chris Collinsworth right there. Giving you guys live Sunday night action. This is a guy. We got Tyler Gilbert on the Refractor in at Trey Turner. You thought you were getting away from Chris Collinsworth by listening to my audio. Wrong. Every 3 minutes. Now, this is a guy. Worst part is he's a Bengal, too, and he hates the Steelers. Fuck, I hate Chris Collinsworth. I don't hate Chris Collinsworth as, like, a person. Like, I don't think he's a bad person. I hate him as an announcer, though. Some people hate Joe Buck. I hate Chris Collinsworth. I seen that Christian McCaffrey had a pretty decent game today. What you guys think? Over, under, he's out by week 6. It's about when he'll get hurt, right? I think Joe Buck's the worst for other sports. I don't think Joe Buck's that bad for football. I think he's terrible as a baseball announcer. Or like they have him do NASCAR and golf. Like they have him do everything. That's the real problem with Joe Buck, is he's like the catch-all announcer for Fox. You talking about Collinsworth or Joe Buck? Oh, Collinsworth? Yeah, I mean... It is what it is. Pittsburgh not have a Heart of the City card? Because I haven't seen one yet. Steve, I would figure that Joe Buck would be right up your alley because you're a Cowboys fan. Yo, that pack had way more than 4 cards in it. That's all I gotta say. Like, this all came out of one pack. That's a solid 5 or 6 cards. All right, let's get rolling here. We have Trent Grisham, Hoy Park, Ryan McMahon, Brian De La Cruz, Aaron Ashby, Steven Strasburg, Xander Bogaerts, Nelson Cruz, Brandon Lau, Jorge Soler, Jackson Kowar on the Prism Refractor, Keibert Ruiz on the Refractor, Kyle Muller on a Refractor, John Means on a Refractor. Well, that was a refractor-heavy little run right there. Whit Merrifield, Shohei Ohtani, Corey Seager, Robbie Grossman on the Refractor, Harrison Bader, Corbin Burns, Gray, Andre Jackson for the Dodgers with Jake Myers behind him on the Teal Wave. 133 out of 199. Going to the Dodgers. Kevin Britton. I don't mind seeing pictures as long as they're color pictures. As long as you get some nice color on the picture, like that Teal Wave right there, I don't mind pictures too much. Base picture autographs, Like I said, there's guys out there like the Mike McGarrity's of Andre Scrub, or whoever, Andre Jackson on Andre Scrub. Just trying to build that rainbow. He might not pay you a fortune for the card, but he's going to make sure he gets that card. We have Jeff McNeil, Freddie Freeman, 1987 Freddie Freeman, Brandon Belt, Jed Lowry, Kyle Schwarber, Brandon Crawford, Jordan. I know what I said. That's why I corrected it. We got Luke Williams. I know how it came out of my mouth, I should say. Jose Abreu, Matt Olson on the green. You know that's not what I was trying to say, Jordan. We got Blake Snell, Austin Meadows, Eloy Jimenez, John Lester on the Prism, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Emmanuel Rivera, Whit Merrifield, Tapia, Mike Trout, Logan Gilbert, Verlin. I realized as soon as I said it, too, because it was Andre Jackson that I pulled. Like, if I would have said that during, I don't know, when I pulled Glenn Otto, it would have been fine. We had Adam Wainwright, Trevor Story, Jake Cronenworth, Zach Short, Christian Yelich, Rodolfo Castro, John Gray, and then we have Shohei Ohtani in the new classics. We have Rhys Hoskins, Nick Castellanos, Carson Kelly. We're going to have Cody Bellinger. We have a new classics, Juan Soto. And this is going to be a 77 out of 99 new classics, Juan Soto, going to the Nationals. Going to Greg Wolf. Yeah, because the way it came out was not what I was trying to intend at all. We got Trey Ambergy, Carlos Santana, Randy Arozarena, Jack Flaherty on the Prism, Kyle Hendricks, Cal Raleigh, Jake Cronenworth on the Future Stars, Yu Darvish, Tyler Stevenson, Rhys Hoskins, Tapia, Eli Morgan, Nico Horner, Starling Marte, we got Vidal Brujan on a 1987. Did Joe Biden get coronavirus again? Is that what I just read? Oh. He declares that the pandemic is over. Okay. We got Vidal Brujan, Tyler Megill, Luis Robert, Albert Pujols, Stanton, Centellion, Contreras on the Prism, Tyler Gilbert, Jacob deGrom, Ian Happ, Byron Buxton, Ryan Zimmerman, Ryan Mountcastle. We got another Andre Jackson. Let's see. 2 in the same box. I don't know how I feel about that. Going to the Dodgers and Kevin Burton. I know Kevin likes it. Not sure how I feel about it. Andre Jackson. We got Starling Marte on the refractor. John Means, Zach Thompson. Heart of the City, Altuve. Mike Trout on 1987. Byron Buxton on the refractor. Pete Alonso. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Seth Beer, and Connor Wong. Well, that one's not a colored autograph. That one is base. I was gonna say. Oh, you're talking about the 2 in the same pack? Oh my God, Robbie and the cheaters. Robbie, the Yankees did not win a 2017 World Series. Get over it. They lost fair and square. They were both cheating. The bigger cheaters won, or the better cheaters, however you want to describe it. They weren't going to win the 2017 World Series anyways. The Dodgers would have whipped their ass in the championship. So I don't know why you're so concerned about them cheating. I mean, Aroldis Chapman in general has not been very good in the playoffs for the Yankees, which is unfortunate because I like Aroldis Chapman. We do have a Jumbo at Topps Chrome. I actually have a whole case of museum collection too, by the way. Talking about Altuve still. Judge will win an MVP this year. And then all the Ohtani fans will talk about how Ohtani got robbed from the MVP. Uh-oh. We're about to have an old man fight in the chat. Steve and Robbie about to have an old man fight. The Astros fan and the Yankees fan going at it. I was going to say, maybe Vinny and Sean Gardner will come in as backups. I think Vinny's breaking right now in the Professor Collector group. I don't think he's going to come in here, but... Where's Mike McGarrett? He must be on a call for his job or something. Oh, there's Jordan. I knew there was another. There had to be another Yankees fan in here. Look, you know damn well I don't like the Yankees that much. I mean, I don't mind them, but I don't like them. And I think Judge hands down is the MVP. I don't think there's anybody that even... I don't think you can argue Ohtani at all. Ohtani would have to hit over, I think, over 40 home runs for me to even think about it. To be honest. Like, what Ohtani's doing is amazing, don't get me wrong, but... We have Ryan McMahon, Trent Grisham, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., good old Vladdy Purple. The true purple, 239 out of 250. One of the Blue Jays and Dave Klosick. Nolan Arenado, Tony Centellion, Hoy Park, Jeff McNeil on the Prism, Michael Brantley, Stanton, Hap, Moustakis on the Refractor, Yastrzemski, Zimmerman, Mountcastle, DeGrom, Vlade, Seth Beer, Zach Thompson, Nolan Arenado 1987, Adam Frazier, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We're going to have Trey Turner for the new classics. We have Sean Manaea, Jose Ramirez, Gavin Sheets, Realmuto, the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. I think my big issue with it is Ohtani's not playing in the field the other 4 days. Like, he doesn't play in the outfield. If he played in the outfield, too, I would say, oh, yeah, like, he's the MVP. We got Byron Buxton, Jesse Winker, Kranick, Matt Vierling on the Prism Refractor. But you can't argue and say, well, Judge doesn't pitch, and then not argue that Ohtani doesn't play in the outfield. We got John Means. Whether Ohtani can play in the outfield or not is a different question, but he's not playing in the outfield. That's the thing. We got Lars Nootbaar, Heart of the City, Joey Votto. We got Gavin Sheets on the Refractor. Pete Alonso, Casey Mize, Jared Kelenic, Yordan Alvarez, Connor Wong, Ryan McMahon, Trent Grisham, and Gavin Sheets on the 1987 with Trey Ambergy. Hoy Park, Bo Bichette on the new classics, Max Kranick on the Refractor, Kyle Hendricks, Ferdugo, Garrett Cole, Jazz Chisholm, Jackson Reitz, Tim Anderson, Matt Olson, Freddie Freeman on the Prism Refractor, Edward Cabrera, Gavin Sheets, JT Realmuto, Josh Lowe on the Refractor, Freed, Winker, Kranick, Christian Javier for the Astros, and George Springer. The Stros are going to Noah Sehuson on the Christian Javier. Good young pitcher. Rookie card was last year. Put him to the side for right now. We have Yordan Alvarez, Lars Nootbaar, Jarren Duran. That's cool, and Ohtani will go to the Hall of Fame. I mean, we got Brian Anderson. Doesn't mean he wins the MVP every year. Casey Mize, Jared Kelenic, Justin Turner, Stuart Fairchild, Carson Kelly, Cody Bellinger, Heart of the City, Miguel Cabrera. Got Aaron Judge, Randy Arozarena, Carlos Santana, Jonathan Indy on the Prism Refractor, Chris Sale, Kyle Tucker, Cal Raleigh, Jonathan Indy on the Cup Card Refractor, Jose Barrios, Sonny Gray, and Andrew McCutchen. We're going to have Trey Ambergy for the Reds. Going to Kyle Wellman. No, he doesn't have those. Does he have the Reds this time too? No, Kevin Britton. My bad. This is going to Kevin Britton, not Kyle. Kyle has picked up the Reds in the jumbo earlier today. We got Trey Ambergy. We have Walker Buehler, Hayes, Mize, Robert, Anthony Rendon, Machado, Bieber, Josh Lowe, and Riley Adams. That's 2 Josh Lowe refractors in that hobby box. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, P-Rose should have been if he didn't cheat by gambling. I'm not necessarily cheat. If he didn't gamble on baseball and try to have sex with little girls. Well, so the 2 refractor thing is not a quality control issue. Quality control is just the centering and whatever else. The sequencing, it's supposed to be random. So, like, the fact that sometimes that does happen is actually what's supposed to happen. Steve, I cannot say why Michael Jordan got a pass. Are you talking about Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan or both? I was going to say, and what are you talking about? The little kids or the gambling? Because I can tell you why both, but I can tell you the answer is the same for both. However, I can't say it on camera. Yeah, some of them are off. I will admit that. I was going to say, there's a lot of cards that are very well centered, though, too. Michael Jordan in gambling is because, A, he didn't gamble on games he played in. He didn't gamble on basketball itself. I will say basketball does have a rule where you're not allowed to gamble at all. Just like the referees. Like, you're not allowed to gamble on sports at all or gamble. I don't think at the time when he was in, you weren't allowed to gamble, period, right? Plus, Michael Jordan's just an icon. I mean, Pete Rose wasn't the same icon that Michael Jordan is. See, Michael Jordan got away with it because he's the best player in all of basketball. Pete Rose wasn't even the best baseball player in his own team. We got Tyler Migo for the Mets. Nico Horner. The Cardinals, Yadier Molina. Stuart Fairchild. Steven Strasburg. Xander Bogaerts. Brandon Crawford on the Prism Refractor. Nolan Arenado Soler. Aaron Ashby. Ozzie Albies on the Refractor. Michael Brantley. Corey Seager. Brandon Lau. We got another Corey Seager, 145 out of 399 going to the Mariners. And Corey Harding. It's going well. I couldn't even tell you what league we played in, Mike. We got Fernando Tatis Jr. We got Gray. Shohei Ohtani, Brandon Marsh. Mike Yastrzemski, Corbin Burns. We have Ronald Acuna Jr., Garrett Cole, and Ryan Velade. One second. All right. Sorry about that. We got Jose Siri, Jack Flaherty, Heart of a City, Aaron Judge. Clase, Kershaw. Bays, Robbie Grossman on the Prism Refractor. Jackson Reitz, McCormick. Yadier Molina, Julio Urias on the Refractor. Edward Cabrera. Tapia Bryant. We have Reaver San Martin for the Reds going to Kevin Britton. Oh, the Packers scored a tutty. I think they were the last team to score one this year. Max Fried, Reese Hoskins, Mountcastle, and Tim Anderson, 1987. Starling Marte, Tyler Stevenson, Dylan Carlson on the Refractor, Brian Anderson, Jake Berger. I have Zach Wheeler, Patrick Wisdom on the Cup card, Gosman, Sonny Gray, McCutcheon, Ryan Mountcastle on the Future Stars, Zach Pop, Shane Bieber, Brian Hayes, Corey Seager on the Prism Refractor, Cole Calhoun, McKenzie, Manny Machado, DJ LeMahieu, and Ernie Clement for the Guardians. Altuve, Kyle Lewis, Rodolfo Castro out of 499 on the Refractor, 487 out of 499 going to the Pirates, and John Cullison. Bryce Harper, Luis Garcia, Paul Goldschmidt, Jose Abreu, 1987, Lance Lynn, Mookie Betts, Kiner Falefa, Tyler Gilbert on the green going to the Diamondbacks, 99 out of 99 for the D-backs. And that's going to Vinny. Matt Manning, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Jared Walsh, Shohei Ohtani on the Prism Refractor, Mitch Haniger, Pavin Smith, Trevor Rogers, Randy Arozarena Cup Card, Bregman, Lindor, Mullins, Kirilloff. Have Sammy Long, Luis Gil, Jarren Duran, Jacob deGrom in 1987, Cabrera, Wilson Contreras, Luis Robert, Carlos Santana on the Refractor, and Contreras rookie card for the Pirates. And that is box number 5 down. Into the final box here. Good luck to everybody. I will say Glenn Otto actually has a pretty nice autograph. Looking at it, got a nice little G. Opening 4-card packs for days. Orange in there. We like to see. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but we got an out of 25 in the stack. I believe it's an out of 25. I think it was orange. I still cannot believe the Ravens lost that game today. I can't believe the Browns lost. The Browns were up 14 with like a minute 8 left against the New York Jets. Joey Flacco down there just killing the boys. Say stocking Zach Wilson down. I was going to say Flacco keeps playing like that. They might not let Zachy Wilson. They might have him sit on the bench. Develop behind Flacco for a year or two. They make the team competitive. Garrett Wilson looked really good, though, today. Really, really good. Lars Newpart for the Cardinals. Jesse Winker, Kranick, Posey, Rafael Devers, Rizzo, Giolito, Baez. We're going to have Kyle Muller, Hader, Pavin Smith on the Prism Refractor, JD Martinez, Yelich, Ruiz, Ryu on the Refractor, Chapman, Kelnick, Alvarez, J.D. Martinez. Have Herman Marquez, Grisham, Casey Mize, Salvador Perez on the refractor, Joe Musgrove, Adolis Garcia, and Austin Riley. Just how I grabbed it, we got a Spencer Watkins on the purple speckle. Sitting on the top there. Going to be a 129 out of 299. I didn't get to see that because I was busy trying to get you guys to pay. Some of you guys, not all of you guys. A lot of you guys are very good about it. Which is going to actually force me to push out rules, the not paying thing. I can't. The problem is when you do that, now I got to sit there and I have to rearrange like the rest of my schedule for the night, and I can't keep doing that if we want to get. If I want to, like, I want to fix my shipping, so I ship like every 3 days, but I can't do that if I'm sitting around wasting time. We got Luis Robert, Hoyt Park, Ryan McMahon, TJ Friedel going to the Reds. Popped up out of nowhere. Who has the Reds? The Reds had a really good break. Kevin Britton. I think they got like 3 autographs. We got Franimal, Giancarlo Stanton, Wander Franco in a 1987 insert, Alec Boehm, Andre Jackson, Heart of the City, Rafael Devers, Jesse Winker in the 1987, Veerley, DeGrom, Ian Happ, Evan Longoria, Joey Votto, Reed Detmers. We're going to have another Reed Detmers, 117 out of 350 on the fuchsia speckle. Going to Kyle Wellman and the Angels. I have Max Muncy on the refractor and Moncada. Jesus Luzardo, Teoscar Hernandez, and that is a big hit. O'Neal Cruz, 16 out of 25, going to the Pirates. And John Cullison. Not an autograph, but a very nice parallel. 16 out of 25. O'Neal Cruz. Going to John Cullison. Nice hit there, buddy. If you want to gift that one to the dealer, I wouldn't mind. Just kidding. I was going to say, nice hit. I don't know if John's probably watching football. We got Tyler Glass now, Max Kepler, Drew Ellis, Alex Kirilloff on the Prism Refractor, Jackson Kowar, Ozzy Albies, Yordan Alvarez, Cal Raleigh on the Refractor, John Lester, Matt Olson, Verdugo, Garrett Cole, Carlos Correa, JT Realmuto, Tim Anderson, Shohei Ohtani, Kyle Seager, Gavin Sheets, the new Classics Juan Soto, Kyle Tucker, and Zach Greinke. I have Ryan Zimmerman, Ryan Mountcastle, Nolan Arenado, I have LeMahieu, Seth Beer, Zach Thompson, Matt Chapman on the Prism Refractor, Patrick Wisdom, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Heart of the City, Matt Olson, Alex Verdugo, Ryu, Rosa Reyna, Carson Kelly, Bellinger, Max Muncy, Cal Raleigh, Carlos Santana, Joey Votto, Joe Adell, Kyle Tucker, Pete Alonso on the new Classics, Matt Olson, and Juan Soto. And that is the break, boys. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. All of the non-autograph hits out here first, and then we'll go over the autographs. Start off with Kyle Seager on the fuchsia, going to the Mariners. Rafael Devers for the Red Sox on the fuchsia. On the green out of 99, Tyler Gilbert. Reed Detmers on the fuchsia speckle. The teal wave, Max Scherzer. Verdugo on the gold wave out of 50. Juan Soto on the new classics out of 99. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. out of 250 on the purple. That's what they are, right? Yeah, 250. Byron Buxton on the fuchsia speckle. And then the big hit on the orange, the true orange, O'Neal Cruz. Very, very well centered, to be honest. Going to John Cullison, 16 out of 25. I mean, there was 2 of these, though. 2 of the 1987 Wander Francos. I don't know how much... I mean, the inserts aren't the same as the base, but... Yes, I will agree that there was no base Wander Franco. But there was 2 in the first half of the case, Robbie. Which John had the first half of the case, too. He actually had the entire case. So he does have 2 base Wander Francos that were in the beginning of the first half of the case. So, which 2 per case sounds about right. I'll just say whole different case of cards, Josh. The other one's the Yumbos. I don't think orange is orange like Bowman. Is it only in hobbies, or can you get orange and jumbos in Topps Chrome? I'd have to go check the checklist. We got Rodolfo Castro on the refractor out of 499. Andre Jackson for the Dodgers on the base. Glenn Otto. Trey Ambergy for the Reds. Christian Javier out of 499 going to the Stros and Noah. And we're going to have Reaver San Martin going to Kevin Britton. On the base, Tyler Friedel going to Kevin Britton as well. Brian De La Cruz going to the Marlins and Dave. Ortega going to the Angels and Kyle Wellman. Andre Jackson on the teal wave, 133 out of 199 going to the Dodgers and Kevin Britton. Ryan Mountcastle on the orange or the purple speckle, 77 out of 299 going to the Orioles and Brian, and then Spencer Watkins on the purple speckle, 129 out of 299 also going to Brian Lovelace. Yeah, so from my understanding from watching somebody open an entire case in a hobby shop is it seems like you should get about 2 of each base card. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you only get 1, but the cases have been pretty good from what I've seen where there's at least 1 of every single card. Now, could you get maybe where you have to go buy a single if you wanted to do the entire set if you bought a whole case? Probably. Obviously, the sequencing is not perfect in this stuff, as you can see. But I appreciate you guys getting a break. Everybody that hit, congratulations. For everybody that didn't, better luck next time. We do have the jumbo that's up. We had 2 football breaks. It's up. Anything that does fill, I probably won't break. I'll break it still tonight, but it won't be till later. Probably won't be till like 11 or 12, if that's okay with everybody. If not, we'll break it tomorrow in the afternoon. I have to run to work and go fix some things at work because the power was off this weekend. So I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys hopefully a little bit later tonight. If not, we'll definitely see you tomorrow, I'm sure.